Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Hi guys, Stephen I Ford from I Ford Limited. We're just going to pour our last coating of epoxy resin on our table. As you can see here, that's the last little bit. You'll also notice I have filled this little cavity with, somebody said to me they were cat food. They're just round stuffs I've found around the home.
For pot plants.
They're just round stuff I found around home. I can fill this cavity up so it doesn't take up too much of the resin. But anyway, here we are. We're going to pour this final coat down. I hope it'll be the final coat. And it's going to cover all this. It's going to go over the edge. It's going to go over the edge. Now I'm going to let it flow. I'd like it to add a bit of color to it to flow with as it's flowing down, but the wife said no, so I'm not going to do it. So we're going to miss out on that opportunity to see it flowing. But anyway, here we go, and see if it flows. But the last little bit, we're just going to spread it with the stick to get it to flow all over the place, of course. But initially, we'll go right around. How do you like my embossing? I burned that in with soldering iron, all the engraving, of course. And as we pour, we've got to be mindful also, because I'm hoping that I have enough here to flow over the edge. Not too much, but enough. Because it is a self-leveling compound, this epoxy. So it's going to try and find its lowest space to run to. But I've already leveled this whole table, so it's fairly level to a certain degree. But anyway, I'm coming up to our last little bit of resin on this mix. And the idea now is to let it flow, let it flow, let it flow into this little cavity, and everything should be joined. I mean, that's the hope. All I'm going to do now is use my stick to spread the rest. I think I've only got one more mix of resin left, and I'm out. And I hope to cover I'm hoping that I can cover this whole process. It's not the end of the day, of course. I just have to order some more and probably give this coat here 800 sandpaper before I can pour the new batch. But anyway, there we go. I could use my hands too. That's another good thing about it. But I don't want to do it in my glove yet. And I'm just going to use my stick for now, making sure every little bit of this timber is covered. And of course the epoxy will level itself wherever that's not filled. Hopefully it will flow into those areas, or the low areas, mist area. But that's going to look absolutely awesome. Don't you agree, camera woman?
It's looking awesome already.
That's the wife. She's the one who said don't put any color on this. If it looks wrong, don't blame me. Blame the wife. She didn't want any color. And you probably recognize I did try some color in here, and that's why it looks a bit misty. That's it. There is color that's already mixed in there, making sure that everything is coated. It will flow. We'll find its leveling point. I'm not saying this is the way I'm doing. Oh Jesus, forgive us for all the mistakes we made. As long as we fill up every little bit of it, because every area that we miss and we touch it with bit of epoxy, it encouraged the epoxy to go over those areas. Every bit of the timber is covered, and that's all we need to do at this stage. And we're going to blow torch it to take some of the bubbles out. And the blow torch has been recommended to be blue torch, blue flame, and that's the beauty. Out of here. If I need to pour one more, I think I might need to.
You will need to.
Looks like I got a very high point there, so of course I'm going to have to pour maybe a couple more layers of it. A macadamium there that's decided it will poke his head out.
Can't you push it in?
No, because it's already got a solid base down the bottom, meaning it's already got dry resin. There we go. We covered literally the table, except it hasn't flowed over the edge because it's not enough in there to encourage the overflow. But nevertheless, that's the basic element of it. And I guess all I need to do now is one more pour, and I hope there'll be enough to begin this overflow over the edge. But it's not enough, because all I need to do then is fine sand the whole lot when it's dry with something like an 800 paper before I pour the next lot, and that will also encourage this overflow that's got to cover all of these edges. But there you go. Come back for more. We're nearly there, as you can appreciate. We're nearly there. The pour, we recognize all these beads that I have filled all around the edge here. If you notice on the video, I decided to biff it. So we spend the time taking every single one out and biff them in bin. So we're back to sort of square one and that groove around the edge here, it's just left as is, left bare. It's a bit bare, but it looks much better with all those round beads that I have utilized in this follow channel. But anyway, look forward for the finish. I think I need one more coat, so I'm just going to fine sand this after it's dry, then give it one more final coat, and that be it. But already it shines absolutely beautifully. It's a bit dull inside, because what had happened was, as you can see, it's a bit misty. I put some dye in there, but it didn't work as great as I thought it would be. But that's the effect. Nevertheless, we've got a boardroom table already in existence. You might be wondering why I use these rough-looking pieces of timbers as part of my design. Well, they're native tree on the land where we live, and it had rotten down. It's quite, the tree was dead. I think it was a kauri, and it was only a small one. So I chopped it down, and these are some of the pieces left from it. And I decided I'm going to preserve this as part of the family ornament. And of course, as I said earlier, pine cones is part of the pine cones on a big, massive pine tree that I had grown many, many years ago, maybe 30 years ago for Christmas trees. But I left this one, and they're absolutely massive. Anyway, it's going to be firewood soon. And these are the pine cones from it. And indeed, also it's full of macadamia nut from my 3 macadamia trees from the outside of the property also. So there's some significant ornament resemblance inside this cavity. Family name, my dad's name, and of course my mum. It's all to do with remembering the family that has gone on, and of course giving glory to God on the edges. Something simple.